These 7 Turkish series will make you feel what you haven't felt in years. Girl, get ready, because today we're turning up the heat on this channel. Have you ever watched a Turkish series so intense it literally took your breath away? The kind where just one look between the leads says everything? Well, today I'm bringing you exactly that. The 10 hottest, most intense, most irresistible Turkish dramas that you'll want to binge watch right now. Hi, my love, how are you? I'm here with my heart racing after putting together this list. If you love stories of forbidden romance, hidden passion, and chemistry that jumps off the screen, then girl, this video is for you. Before we dive in, let me ask you, please, with all the love in the world, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the bell, because here, we bring you the very best of the Turkish drama universe. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, I'll be honest with you. I needed to talk about this topic, because let's be real, who doesn't love a story where the leads are practically setting each other on fire just by looking? I'm one of those people who needs real chemistry between the main couple. If it's not there, I'm out. And Turkish series, girl, they do this better than anyone. They don't need explicit scenes. No. With just a touch, a longing glance, a whisper in the ear, they've already got us hooked. That's why I've been watching, re-watching, and reliving some of the steamiest moments in Turkish drama just to create this list for you. And I promise, only the best of the best made the cut. These are the series that truly make us sigh, scream at the screen, and say, "That chemistry, please." So stay with me till the end, because not only am I going to tell you the name of each series and why it's so intense, I'll also tell you where you can watch them, so you can plan your next binge session. And let me tell you, some are available in full on YouTube, so no excuses, okay? Are you ready to find out which series has the most perfect Turkish heartthrob falling for a humble girl? Or which one has such intense tension between the leads that you were just waiting for them to kiss? And we're all watching, suffering together. I swear, every series on this list is a bomb. And tell me, girl, do you already have a favorite Turkish series that made you melt in front of the screen? Comment below because I really want to hear from you. And remember, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your support means the world, and it helps us keep bringing you all this passionate content about Turkey and its wonders. Ready? Then let's get started with the first title on this steamy list. Erkenci Kuş, Daydreamer, a chemistry that sets the screen on fire. There's no better way to kick off this list than with Erkenci Kuş, or Daydreamer, as we know it in English. This series isn't just adorable. It's an explosion of chemistry between its leads, Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir. The story follows Sanem, a dreamy young woman who works at an advertising agency, where she meets Can, a free-spirited, adventurous, and absolutely irresistible photographer. From the moment they meet, there's a connection so intense that no words are needed. Just one look and the screen catches fire. Honestly, the romantic tension in this series is brutal. Those lingering glances, those slow approaches, those moments when it seems like they're about to kiss and they don't. It leaves you hanging on the edge of emotional collapse. Can Yaman as Candivit is the ultimate Turkish heartthrob, wild, intense, protective, and that hair and beard, please. The way Can and Sanem tease each other without crossing the line makes every episode a full-blown emotional roller coaster. It's real chemistry, the kind you just can't fake, not even if you're the best actor in the world. And let me tell you something. There were a lot of rumors that Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir were dating in real life during filming. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. The way they played those romantic scenes felt way too real to be just acting. While they never officially confirmed it, both have said in interviews that there was a lot of good energy between them. And girl, it shows. I'll admit it, I was completely obsessed with Daydreamer. I binged episode after episode, yelling at the screen, "Just kiss her already." It's impossible not to fall in love with Candivit, that wild yet gentle style. And with Sanem, who's so sweet and spontaneous. This series makes you laugh, swoon, and dream of living a story like theirs, even if only in your imagination. And the best part?
Daydreamer is available for free on YouTube on several official channels with Spanish subtitles and dubbing. So after this video, don't waste time. Go watch it.
Have you seen Erkenci Kuş already? Did you also suffer with that insane tension between Can and Sanem? Tell me in the comments! Let's fangirl together! Siyah beyaz aşk, black and white love, a dark, irresistible passion. If we're talking about sexual tension that leaves you breathless, we cannot leave out Siyah Beyaz Aşk. Translated as black and white love, this series is a full-blown whirlwind of intense emotions, dangerous looks, and forbidden love. Starring the incredible İbrahim Çelikol and the stunning Burçe Akalay, this story delivers a dark romance packed with repressed passion and situations where desire beats logic every time. The plot follows Ferhat, a cold, calculated man who works in the criminal underworld, and Aslı, a doctor who, through a twist of fate, gets caught in his dangerous life. And what happens when two completely opposite worlds collide? Exactly. Explosions of tension and passion. Girl, Ferhat and Aslı are the very definition of, I want you even if I shouldn't. From the moment they meet, the tension is so intense you know something big is coming. Ferhat, with that cold and dangerous aura, looks at Aslı like he wants to devour her, and even though she resists, she feels it too. Every scene between them is a battlefield between duty and desire. There just aren't enough words to describe those passion-filled stares, the meaningful silences, the slow, intense close-ups that make you feel like at any second. Boom. Their chemistry is wild, raw, and absolutely magnetic. Here's a fun fact you'll love. İbrahim Çelikol and Burçe Akalay got along so well on set that they often improvised the most intense scenes, just letting their natural chemistry flow. The production team encouraged this freedom because the result was pure magic. In fact, İbrahim said in interviews that Ferhat is one of his favorite characters because he allowed him to explore repressed primal love. And trust me, he nailed it. Girl, if you're into those cold, distant men who are secretly burning with love, you need to watch Siyah Beyaz Aşk. Ferhat is one of those characters who seems heartless, but when he looks at Aslı, it's pure fire. I cried, I screamed, and I suffered with every obstacle life threw at them. And don't be fooled. It may start out like an enemies to lovers story, but at its core, it's one of the most passionate romances I've ever seen. Total addiction. Where can you watch this masterpiece? Siyah Beyaz Aşk is available on YouTube, on various channels with Spanish subtitles. Some episodes are also available on different streaming platforms depending on your region, but YouTube is a sure bet. Do you love love stories where the tension is so strong it feels like it's going to explode at any second? Have you already watched Siyah Beyaz Aşk? Leave me a comment, because I need to fangirl about this with you. 3. Aşk laftan anlamaz. Love doesn't understand words. When hate turns into fire. Girl, if there's a series that will have you screaming at your screen because of the romantic tension, it's Aşk laftan anlamaz. Starring the goddess Hande Erçel, our eternal queen of romantic drama, and the ridiculously handsome Burak Deniz, this story blends comedy, misunderstandings, and a chemistry that, I swear, feels like a bomb ready to explode in every single scene. The plot follows Hayat, a cheerful, fiery young woman who ends up, by chance, working at a fashion company, where she meets Murat, her boss. He's serious, perfectionist, and absolutely irresistible. And well, you can imagine what happens next. The war of stares, the accidental touches, the heated arguments that hide a fierce attraction. It all starts from minute 1. What makes Love Doesn't Understand Words so hot isn't explicit scenes. Not at all. It's that constant tension between Hayat and Murat. The arguments where they get way too close, the uncomfortable silences, those moments when they look like they're about to kiss. But don't. It drives you crazy in the best way. Burak Deniz has a way of looking at Hande Erçel that honestly feels like he's going to devour her alive. And Hande, with her mix of sweetness and sass, only adds fuel to the fire in every scene. They're like two magnets constantly pulling toward each other. And when they finally explode, it's pure magic. Here's some juicy trivia for you. Hande and Burak got along so well on set that they improvised a lot of scenes, especially the romantic tension ones. They laughed so much between takes that directors often had to do retakes because their natural chemistry was too obvious. And even though they didn't date in real life, which still hurts honestly, you can clearly see there was tons of comfort and affection between them. Girl, I swear Love Doesn't Understand Words had me totally in love. It's not just a cute love story. It's a non-stop emotional and romantic tug-of-war that hooks you from the first episode. I laughed, I cried, I fell in love. And I suffered every time Murat and Hayat fought over silly things, only to stare at each other like the world stopped. It's the kind of series that lives rent-free in your head for days after you finish it. Where to watch this gem? Aşk Laftan Anlamaz is fully available on YouTube, with Spanish subtitles. So if you haven't seen it yet, you already know what your weekend binge is going to be. Have you watched this series? Would you like to work with someone like Murat? And live a workplace romance full of tension like Hayat? Tell me in the comments. I need to know if I'm the only one obsessed with this couple. Love is in the air, a fake love that burns for real. If we're talking about a story where the sexual tension is so strong it jumps off the screen, Sen Çal Kapımı, aka Love is in the Air, absolutely has to be on this list. Starring Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin, this series gave us one of the most intense and realistic fake romances we've ever seen in Turkish dramas. The plot revolves around Ada, a determined young woman who, due to a misunderstanding, loses her university scholarship, and Serkan Bolat, the cold, perfectionist businessman responsible for that disaster. To fix the situation, and benefit both of them, they agree to fake an engagement. But we all know that where there's friction, there's fire. Girl, I don't even know how to explain it. Ida and Serkan are the definition of unresolved sexual tension. Every argument, every accidental touch, every moment where they pretend to be a couple in front of others. I swear, it feels like watching a pressure cooker about to explode. Kerem Bürsin has this way of looking at Hande Erçel like she's his whole world. And Hande plays Eda with so much passion and sweetness that every touch, every glance is pure electricity. The show constantly plays with the line between, we're acting, and, is this real? And girl, there are scenes where you can't even tell if they're still pretending or 2 seconds away from ripping each other's clothes off. Simply spectacular. Now here comes the tea we all love. Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin fell in love in real life during filming. Yes, girl. The chemistry was so explosive it went beyond the screen. They denied it for months, but the looks, the off-script laughs, the hugs that lasted just a little too long, said it all. They officially confirmed their relationship after wrapping the first season. And honestly, we'd all seen it coming from the first episode. I have to confess, Love is in the Air was my obsession for months. I couldn't watch a single episode without screaming, laughing, and swooning over Serkan and Ida. The tension, the arguments dripping with desire, the makeups. It's all so well done that you truly feel like you're watching two people fall in love for real. And well, considering it did happen in real life, it totally makes sense. Where can you watch this gem? Sen Çal Kapımı is available on HBO Max in many countries, and you can also find subtitled episodes on YouTube, so there's no excuse not to fall in love too. Did you know Hande and Kerem fell in love while filming? Do you love that whole, we're pretending to be a couple but can't resist each other vibe? Tell me in the comments which Ida and Serkan scene was your favorite. İş Cesur ve Güzel, brave and beautiful, love and hate, in its purest form. If you love stories where romance is born right in the middle of hate, then Cesur ve Güzel is about to become your next obsession. Starring Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ, aka the most handsome Turkish actor in the galaxy, and the iconic Tuba Büyüküstün, this series is a perfect blend of family secrets, revenge, and a passion that simply can't be hidden. The story follows Cesur, a mysterious man who arrives in a small town with a hidden agenda to avenge an old injustice against his family. But his plans get complicated when he meets Suhan, the daughter of his enemy, a strong, beautiful, and headstrong woman. The problem? There's an immediate, undeniable attraction between them. Girl, the sexual tension between Cesur and Suhan is next level. From their very first encounter, when he saves her from a dramatic, movie-worthy accident, the chemistry is off the charts. And it's not just physical. It's that delicious mix of desire, plus distrust, plus wounded pride, that makes every interaction between them intense, unpredictable, and absolutely magnetic. And Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ, with those deep eyes and sideways smile, plays Cesur with the perfect balance of dangerous charm and raw masculinity, totally irresistible. Every scene with them feels like a constant game of seduction. They get close, they pull away, they hurt each other, they save each other, all while fighting the love they feel but shouldn't feel. Here's a fun fact. Kıvanç and Tuba aren't just two of the most beloved actors in Turkey. Their chemistry was so intense that the series broke viewership records in multiple countries. It's said that the directors gave them freedom to improvise the most emotionally charged scenes, which is why everything felt so real and alive on screen. And during filming, both actors showed deep mutual respect and affection, which helped create that on-screen bond that just jumps out in every episode. Girl, I am not over Cesur ve Güzel. It's one of those stories that leaves your heart in pieces. In the best way. The mix of forbidden love, family secrets, betrayals, and those intense, lingering stares full of repressed desire. It's simply addictive. I cried, I screamed, I fell in love, and I suffered with every obstacle thrown between Cesur and Suhan. And honestly, Kıvanç as Cesur is the kind of man who makes you say, "That's how I want someone to look at me." Where can you watch this masterpiece? Cesur ve Güzel is available on Netflix in many Latin American countries and in Spain. You can also find some episodes on YouTube. So now you know. Go watch it and get ready to love and suffer in equal parts. Do you love those stories where love is born from hate? Have you already watched Cesur ve Güzel? Tell me in the comments if you also dreamed of Cesur rescuing you in slow motion. 6. Yarım kalan aşklar. Unfinished love. When love transcends life itself. If you're looking for a short but deeply addictive series, full of love, mystery, and a tension you can practically feel in the air, then you have to check out Yarım kalan aşklar. Starring the always gorgeous Burak Deniz and the stunning Dilan Çiçek Deniz, this story is a hidden gem for fans of intense, complicated romance. The plot follows Özgür, a young journalist deeply in love with his colleague Elif. Just as he's about to propose, tragedy strikes. Özgür dies. But wait for it. His soul comes back in another man's body. From that moment on, he fights to return to Elif and uncover who killed him, all while navigating his new identity and the overwhelming emotions he can't control. Girl, the emotional and sexual tension here is unreal. The connection between Özgür, in his new body, and Elif is so powerful that, even though she doesn't know who he really is, she feels an undeniable pull toward him. Every time they cross paths, every emotion-filled conversation, every accidental touch, it all screams repressed desire. The idea of a forbidden love, because technically she doesn't know he's her lost soulmate, creates this delicious kind of anguish. You see Elif fighting her feelings, thinking she's betraying the love of her life, while the new Özgür suffers in silence. It's heartbreaking and beautiful all at once. Here's a juicy detail. Burak Deniz revealed in interviews that this was one of the most challenging roles of his career because he had to show Özgür's deep love without revealing his true identity in many scenes. And let me tell you, he absolutely nailed it. Every glance, every subtle gesture carried more passion than 1,000 words. Plus, Burak and Dilan had such incredible chemistry that the directors leaned into it, filling the scenes with lingering silences and forbidden closeness. Girl, unfinished love shattered my heart into little pieces, not just because of the unique story, but because of the devastatingly beautiful way Özgür and Elif search for each other, without fully understanding what's pulling them together. Watching her struggle with these feelings, feeling like she's being unfaithful to a man who's gone, while he suffers silently, it's a direct hit to the heart of every romantic soul. And the sexual tension? It's so subtle yet so real that even without explicit scenes, every look feels heavy with meaning. It's one of those shows that ends and leaves you sitting in silence, hugging a pillow and thinking, why don't loves like this exist in real life? Where can you watch this masterpiece? Yarım kalan aşklar is available on Blue TV, a Turkish streaming platform. Depending on your region, you might also find it subtitled in Spanish on certain websites or fan sub-platforms dedicated to Turkish dramas. Trust me, girl. It's short, but it's intense like few others. Would you want to reconnect with your lost love in another body? Do you believe true love can overcome anything, even death? Tell me in the comments. I need to know if you suffered and fell in love, like I did with this story. 7. Kara Sevda, endless love. A passion that defies destiny. Girl, if you really want to suffer beautifully, the kind of suffering that breaks your heart and makes you fall in love at the same time, Kara Sevda is the series you need to watch. Starring the irresistible Burak Özçivit and the stunning Neslihan Atagul, this Turkish drama has it all. Forbidden love, social class differences, dark family secrets, and a sexual tension that hits you right in the soul. The story follows Kemal, a humble and hardworking young man, and Nihan, a high society girl trapped in a world of family obligations. Even though they fall deeply in love, life, secrets, and a terrifying manipulative villain get in the way. The result? A love that never dies, but hurts like hell. The sexual tension between Kemal and Nihan is so intense that sometimes they don't even need to touch to make us tremble. Just one look between them, full of love, pain, and repressed desire, speaks louder than 1,000 words. And every time they meet, especially when they shouldn't, it's a surge of electricity. That constant conflict of I love you but I can't have you gives the story a sweet, bitter flavor that's incredibly addictive. Burak Özçivit, with his commanding presence, and Neslihan Atagul, with her perfect balance of strength and vulnerability, turn every scene they share into an emotional masterpiece. Here's a fact you'll love. Burak and Neslihan were totally professional during filming, but their chemistry was so intense that fans around the world dreamed of seeing them together in real life. That didn't happen. Burak was already with actress Fariye Evcen, whom he later married. But the connection between him and Neslihan was so powerful on screen that Kara Sevda won an International Emmy Award for Best Telenovela. Just imagine the level of perfection. Girl, I'm telling you with my whole heart, endless love left me shattered and in love at the same time. I cried, I got frustrated, I screamed at the screen, I prayed for them. It was a roller coaster of emotions like no other. Kemal and Nihan have that special magic you only see in legendary love stories, the kind you know are impossible, but you still can't stop rooting for them. And every reunion scene, every stolen hug, every hidden kiss is pure heartbreak and pure love at the same time. Where can you experience this emotional storm? Kara Sevda is available on Netflix in many countries, and you can also find the full series in Spanish on YouTube. So you've got no excuse. Dive into this story and prepare to fall hard. Do you love those impossible love stories that break your soul but leave your heart full? Have you already watched Kara Sevda? Tell me in the comments if you also suffered with Kemal and Nihan as much as I did. And well, girl, after going through these 7 hottest Turkish series together, how could we not be completely melted by love and passion right now? Each of these stories gave us longing glances, breathless tension, and romances we just can't forget. Because if there's one thing the Turks do better than anyone, it's building relationships on screen that make us feel everything: love, pain, desire, and even that sweet, delicious frustration. Honestly, if you're looking for shows that grab you from the first episode and don't let go, that make you scream, cry, laugh, and swoon, these are the ultimate picks for you, no doubt. And before I go, you already know, if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell icon. Your support means the world and helps this beautiful community of Turkish drama lovers grow every single day. And of course, leave me a comment telling me which of these series was your favorite, or if you have another one that made your heart melt. I love reading your comments and fangirling with you. Sending you a big, warm kiss, my lovely friend, and I'll see you in the next video, so we can keep dreaming, suffering, and falling in love together in this magical world of Turkish series. Big kiss. See you next time.